In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a real estate investing budget in 10 minutes or less. Not only are we going to talk about how to find this information and where to find it, we're going to talk about how you can actually put it into action on real deals. My name is Sam and I've taught over 1,000 students how to buy real estate without using any of their own money. I have taught them the exact same methods that I have used to build a $40 million rental portfolio. Not only that, I've also been able to start 4 real estate investing companies that are all positively impacting the community. The first thing you need to know when you're looking to buy real estate without using any of your own money is the ARV, or after repair value. So this information is going to help you figure out how much to pay now so that when you go to sell the property in the future, you can make a profit, or you go to refinance, you can get all your money back so you don't have to use any of your own money on a rental property. That's called the MAO, or max allowable offer, but more on that later. Right now, we need to figure out how much the property is going to be worth in the future after I fix it up, and we're going to do that by comparing it to other houses in the area and what they recently sold for. The biggest thing is finding comparable houses that are as like your property as possible. These are called comps. In order to find a true ARV, you need to be able to identify 3 comps. So what makes a good comp? Well, I teach my students the 3-3-3 rule when finding comps. #FasterFreedom original. 3 rules are to find a house that is a similar house to your subject property as far as square footage and bed and bath goes, within 0.3 miles of the subject house that you're looking to buy, and that has sold within the last 3 months. The 3-3-3 rule. So not only do you need to find houses that have the same bed and bath as your subject house as well as square footage, you need to look at the fit and finish of your house. If you're looking at buying a log cabin, you can't compare that to a normal 2-story house. You have to compare like kind to like kind. Is there a big garage on yours? Is there not a big garage on yours? Is yours on a septic? Are they on city water or city sewer? You want the house to be as alike as possible because that's what future buyers are going to look at, and that's what the bank's going to look at when they do the appraisal. All of these things play a part in that home's desirability, and the desirability will play a huge part in the future value. So where are you going to find these comps? I recommend finding this information a couple different ways. The first way is working with the real estate agent. I hear it all the time. My neighbor, my aunt, my friend's sister is a real estate agent. So there's somebody that you know that's a real estate agent. Ideally, they would give you MLS access and let you be an assistant on their account. Not a lot of people are willing to do that, especially if they don't know you super well. If not, they can run comparable house sales for you. They can use the MLS and find out what the house is worth. So if some reason you can't find a real estate agent, even though they're plastered on every billboard, bench, and urinal in town, you can go to Zillow. All you need to do is change the icon from red, which is for sale, to yellow, which is recently sold, and look in your area for houses that have recently sold. Ideally, you're gonna find 3 houses within 1/3 of a mile that have sold in the past 3 months. That's not always possible, so of course, you just stretch it out a little bit. If you find 3 houses that sold within 1/2 mile in the past 4 or 5 months, that's okay too. Just ideally, it's the 3-3-3 rule, but you can extend those a little bit if you can't find the exact house, because you need to find the exact house. You cannot compare a ranch to a 2-story. So you need to find 3 ranches, and if you have to go out a little bit further in time or a little bit further out in distance, that's okay. The next big piece that you need to figure out is a renovation budget. This is usually the part where most people start to freak out because they don't know how to rehab houses or don't have any experience. Ideally, I would meet the contractors or project manager out at the property, walk it through with them, and have them give you bids. This will give you the most accurate numbers. If that isn't an option, simply go to Google and type in, what is the average cost for blank in my market? Or the US, but I would specifically try to get down to your market if possible, because all markets cost a little bit different. If you can't find the average cost for something in your town, you'll probably be able to find the average cost nationwide. And you know if you live in a more expensive market or not, so adjust accordingly. Add up all the repairs that you see the house needs, either from the pictures or the walkthrough, and once you come up with that number, add at least a 10% cushion to make up for your lack of experience. Boom, budget estimated, moving out. All right, Sam, I know how much my house is going to be worth after it's fixed up. I also have a good understanding of how to get a budget for the renovations. So how much should I buy this house for? How do I know it's a good deal or not? The answer you're looking for is the MAO, or max allowable offer. In order to get this, you're going to use everything you've learned thus far. You're going to take the ARV you found, multiply that by 70% to build in your discounted price, then subtract the repair cost from that total. That is your max allowable offer. Now that you know how to analyze deals, how are you going to get these things funded? How are you going to take on the purchase price and rehab costs? The answer is in this video right here. I go over the different options to find the money and how to convince people to lend it to you. See you on the next one.